how much stock do you put into preseason football rankings, knowing that maybe your kids see that stuff, Coach?
Well, even a little bit about me. I'm one of those guys. Last year they picked us 65th, and we had an older team coming back, and now we're as high as whatever we're ranked, and it's like I would have picked us higher last year, and I would have picked us a lot lower this year, just for the simple reason of we have a lot of question marks. And so
you're 16. I don't know if you're aware of that. 16.
Yep.
That just came out.
Yep. So being 16, as I tell people all the time, you're either proving people wrong or right. So last year we had to prove them wrong. This year we're having to prove them right. So we're into the prove them right category if they picked us that high.
Gary Patterson here on the Rich Eisen Show. Are you happy with the college football playoff system as it currently stands?
I myself personally, I was once a four. Obviously everybody knows about 2014. Mm-hmm. Probably felt like we probably shouldn't have got left out of that situation. But every year since then, I think you could have had 6 or 8 teams that at any given day could have beaten whoever. And so I would like to see more people have an opportunity in that category. I think that's why they like the basketball. And I think we have an easy way of being able to do it. And so,
go for it. You have the floor. What makes it easy?
Well, no, just for me, it's the first week of December we play championship games. Well, they're besides the money part of it, they don't decide anything really. For us, it hurt us this last year. Probably would have been a New Year's Six game. We play in the game, and it was great to play in the Alamo Bowl, but probably we still would like to play it in a New Year's Six game. And so I think one of the things you could do that first weekend is you play your first round of your playoffs, and then you still have the same bowl games, in the New Year's era when you're down to 4. And those losers of those ball games, they're still playing in bowl games, just like they do in the championship games. And from everything I see watching the TV ratings, I think you'd even actually have a higher look at things. I think more people would be paying attention to it if it was 8 than paying attention to the championship games. So that's just one man's opinion, though.
No, well, I share it, sir. You're preaching in my choir right here, but I'm wondering what the 2 answers I get back when I say this sort of thing against it are: one, and I'd love to have you handle both since you're in the middle of all of it, Coach Gary Patterson of TCU. One is it would make the regular season less important and exciting, and 2, that it's already too long for these kids. It's damn near a professional football length season. What do you say to that?
As far as 8?
Yes.
You mean going to 8? Well, number one, you're already doing a championship game, so you're already playing that ball game, so that doesn't make any sense because we're already doing that. 2 teams, you have 4 or 5 conferences, they're already playing a championship game anyway. And so, you could take the 5 conferences and take 2. Also you'd make it, being a guy that was in other conferences that weren't Power 5 before, you're also giving other people an opportunity, which people like. They like the Cinderella story. But as far as making the length of the season, I don't think it's making it any longer than what we're doing already. You're already playing the championship game, and so now if they want to play the championship game, then play the playoffs. Yes, then you're playing a longer stint. But I think what you would do is you wouldn't have a championship game. What you would do is you would just have a playoff game.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.